content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics. And we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
It's been a long time since the Utah Jazz played in the NBA Finals. In fact, they haven't been part of the NBA's version of the Final Four since Deron Williams was their star point guard. But before we talk about how long it's been since the Jazz were even playing in the Western Conference Finals, let's first discuss this ridiculously awkward interview between Shaq and Donovan Mitchell. I'm not sure why Shaq would even do this on the air. It's hard to accurately describe, so let's just cut to the interview.
Father, this is Shaq. I said tonight that you are one of my favorite players, but you don't have what it takes to get to the next level. I said it on purpose. I wanted you to hear it. What do you have to say about that?
All right. That's it.
That's it?
All right, that's it.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
I wanted you to hear it.
I've been hearing, Shaq, I've been hearing that since my rookie year. You know, I'm just going to get better and do what I do.
Good.
At the end of the day.
Well, that's what I wanted you to hear you say.
Yes,
Love
sir.
your game, brother. Keep it up.
Appreciate it.
Wow. That was awkward. I can't believe that Shaq was allowed the freedom to basically throw Mitchell under the bus like that. He probably wasn't allowed that amount of freedom from his producers, which means the former MVP decided to throw some shade at Mitchell's game on a whim. I don't agree with Shaq's interpretation of Mitchell as a non-superstar since Mitchell is still very young, but make sure to comment below if you agree with Shaq interviewing the star 2 guard the way that he did. But regardless of how you feel about Mitchell, Mike Conley, and Rudy Gobert, you can't deny how successful the Jazz have been this season in the Western Conference. But are the Jazz simply the regular season darlings? Will the Los Angeles Lakers or Clippers take care of the Jazz in the playoffs once the Lakers or Clips are fully healthy? Let's take a closer look at the Jazz and see what myths versus facts are prevalent with the current best record in the West. First of all, make sure to subscribe to Sports Broadcast Solutions. We post content like this all the time, so if you like the Big Four of American professional sports, then SBS is definitely the YouTube channel for you. Anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this video. Are the Jazz good enough to play for the NBA's version of the national championship? Comparing players to other players is such a subjective thing to do. And although next-level analytical stats like player efficiency rating and true shooting percentage can somewhat predict how good that professional b-ball player is, this advanced form of calculation still isn't an exact science. But with all that in mind, let's see how the Big Three of Mitchell, Conley, and Gobert compares to some other notable Big Threes in the Western Conference. The first one that comes to mind is the Lakers. This is a hard Big Three to detect since Dennis Schroeder is technically third on the team in points per game, but Montrezl Harrell is third on the team in player efficiency rating. He's also 0.7 PPG away from Schroeder, so he's basically the same level of scorer as the Lakers' starting point guard. If the Jazz played the Lakers in the Western Finals, can Utah compete with the LA's Big Three? In a word, yes. When the Jazz traded for Mike Conley, they didn't just do it to win a couple of playoff games. The success was already there when they had Mitchell and formerly Gordon Hayward. Rather, the Jazz wanted to become a dominant force in the Western Conference. You don't take on Conley's overpaid salary unless you're thinking NBA Finals appearances and championship rings. And in his second season with Utah, Conley has definitely delivered. His 19.91 player efficiency rating is second on the team according to his minutes played, and his 5.8 assists per game are very similar to his last season in Memphis prior to the deal. His field goal percentage and three-point percentage numbers are also up from last year's disappointing campaign. The question is, though, can the Jazz's dynamic backcourt go toe-to-toe with the Lakers' frontcourt of LeBron James and Anthony Davis? I don't see why not, especially if Gobert's excellent defense forces LeBron and AD away from the painted area. The problem is, some NBA analysts, notably Shaq and Charles Barkley, don't believe that Mitchell can knock down key isolation buckets in big-time moments in order to put away the Lakers and Clips. I'm not sure if Shaq and Sir Charles even watched last season's Western Conference quarterfinals between the Jazz and Denver Nuggets. I'm being hyperbolic, of course, but this is what I mean. When the Nuggets led Game 7 of the series 55-36, Mitchell scored all 9 of his team's points to cut the lead back to a respectable 10-point deficit. By the way, Mitchell averaged over 36 points per game during that series, so I'm not sure why Shaq is calling out the Spider during post-game interviews. But is Mitchell a superstar? It's fair to not entirely be on the Mitchell bandwagon since his Jazz have never advanced to the Western Conference Finals. But he's still only 24 years old. Simply put, he's not overrated. He's just super young. Let's just see what the Jazz can do these next couple of years before we start labeling him the next ringless Steve Nash. The other thing to keep in mind is Damian Lillard has never gotten close to the NBA Finals. The only time his Portland Trail Blazers advanced to the Western Conference Finals, the Golden State Warriors easily took care of Dame Time and the Blazers. So if Lillard has never been to the NBA Finals, what's the rush on Mitchell getting a ring? There simply isn't a rush to get a championship ring, and even still, the Jazz are playing exceptionally decent team basketball in 2021. They somewhat compare to the 2014-15 Atlanta Hawks, but unlike that 60-win Atlanta team, the Jazz have a guy in Mitchell who can consistently create his own shot. If we go by traditional statistics, at 5 p.m. February 16th, the Jazz were 4th in points per game, 3rd in points allowed, 1st in rebounds, 4th in blocks, and 1st in point differential. The other thing that people need to realize is the Jazz don't need to play isolation basketball because everybody is contributing on the floor. If we go by NBA.com's isolation numbers, Mitchell isn't even in the top 50 when it comes to isolation frequency rate. The Jazz don't need isolation basketball because they can set up pick and roll between Conley and Gobert. And when defenders surround the paint, the Jazz can then kick it out on the perimeter to Joe Ingles and Bojan Bogdanovic for the three-point shot. The Jazz want to shoot the three anyway, as evidenced by their abnormal 42.4 attempts per game. Can this abnormal way of shooting the three shoot themselves out of the playoffs? I don't think so, especially since the Houston Rockets almost won a title when they did this back in 2017 to 2018. Remember, Chris Paul injured his hamstring during Game 5 of the Western Conference Final with the Rockets up 3-2. A healthy Paul could have easily led to the Rockets winning the West and, in essence, the whole enchilada. The Jazz Big Three of Mitchell, Conley, Gobert can go up against any Big Three in the Western Conference. The Clippers have a great 1-2 punch of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, but after them, I don't see Marcus Morris being a consistent number 3 option in the playoffs. I might be wrong, but I honestly think that the Clippers really miss Harrell's presence on the team. A blockbuster trade deadline deal for former Clipper Blake Griffin is still on the table, but until he starts playing home games for the Clips, I just don't trust the Clippers in the playoffs. Also, don't forget that Anthony Davis is still having Achilles tendon issues. This is nothing to take lightly, especially since Achilles injuries are known to drastically change a player's career, and obviously not for the better. Don't be surprised if head coach Frank Vogel limits his minutes during the playoffs in order to prolong his Hall of Fame career. Besides the 2 LA teams, I don't see anyone else who can compete with the Jazz. The Phoenix Suns and Trailblazers are very fun teams to watch, but I just don't trust them. CP3 is well known for his disappointing playoff outings, and Devin Booker struggles with his turnover and overall efficiency. He's not even top 50 in the NBA for player efficiency rating. Furthermore, the Blazers are well known for their troubles on defense during the 2021 season. So can the Jazz make it to the NBA Finals? They can. It would definitely help them if Davis continued to have Achilles problems. Not that anybody prays for injuries. But regardless if Davis is healthy or not, expect the Jazz to be playing in the Western Conference Finals for the first time in a long time. And we'll see what happens after that. But what do you think? Can the Jazz make it to the 2021 NBA Finals? Make sure to comment below and subscribe to Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Bird is the word. Find out why everybody's saying that the bird is the word. In Wheaton, Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness is the word. Shoveling snow hurts your lower back? Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness will get you better. Want to improve your golf game this summer? Albatross Physical Therapy will get you ready. Having aches and pains training for the upcoming race season? Albatross Physical Therapy will ensure that you are prepared for the challenge. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free. They offer techniques that involve hands-on, personalized, one-on-one care that will surely show you relief from headaches, pain at the lower back, neck, shoulders, knees, hips, range, and other muscle aches. Don't take our word for it. Have a look at Albatross's stellar Google reviews and see for yourself why everybody is saying that the bird is the word. Look for the huge orange bird wings at 600 South County Farm Road, number 1 in Wheaton, 60187. Call now to take advantage of their Valentine's Day special, 30-minute CBD massage for only $30. They accept most health insurance plans and in most cases do not require a doctor's referral for treatment. For more information, call 630-446-5660 or email them at albatrossphysicaltherapy@gmail.com. Bird is the word. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness. Pain-free.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting...
Bird. A bird is the word. Find out why everybody's saying that the bird is the word. In Wheaton, Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness is the word. Shoveling snow and hurt your lower back? Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness will get you better. Want to improve your golf game this summer? Albatross Physical Therapy will get you ready. Having aches and pains training for the upcoming race season? Albatross Physical Therapy will ensure that you're prepared for the challenge. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free. They offer techniques that involve hands-on, personalized one-on-one care that will shortly show you relief from headaches, pain of the lower back, neck, shoulders, knees, hips, and a range of other muscle and joint injuries. But don't take our word for it. Have a look at Albatross's stellar Google reviews and see for yourself why everybody's saying that the bird is the word. Look for the huge orange bird wings at 600 South County Farm Road, suite number 201 in Wheaton, 60187. Call now and take advantage of their Valentine's Day special, a 30-minute CBD massage for only $30. They accept most health insurance plans and in most cases do not require a doctor's referral for treatment. For more information, call 630-446-5660 or email them at albatrossphysicaltherapy@gmail.com. Bird, bird, bird. A bird is the word. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness. Free.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics. And we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the post-game show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. Well, my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
Principal Brianne Ewan, athletic trainer Sarah Anderson, and boys basketball coach Mr. Aaron Dwyer and his assistant coaches.
Yeah, I can't see.
And now, we welcome the senior boys basketball members and their parents. Nicholas Chambor with parents Jennifer and Tom. Zachary Jurdy with parents Alicia and Brian. Jack Locascio with parents Meg and Jim. Logan McLeod with parents Lori and Joseph. Chase Riggs with parents Stacy and John. And Brian Zuloff with parents Tracy and Jonathan.
Just be a little tighter on the people getting their phone. So everybody can see them good.
These seniors would like to express their thanks and gratitude to their parents, coaches, and fans. Without the support of the many people behind the scenes, this season would not have been the success that it has been. Through this, maybe their notice may be their last year. Their memories of St. Francis will live on forever. Thank you for being a part of Senior Recognition Night.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
playing this because this is the toughest competition that the Wheaton Academy is going to face. All sophomores not experiencing the varsity level. They can't think it's going to be too big of it. They have to play their own game and roll with the punches.
Now for Wheaton Academy too, it's still, now Josh, were you able to figure out, is this going to count towards Wheaton Academy's varsity record, or are they going to count this as an exhibition game?
I think it's just going to be counted as an exhibition game.
Okay, so that's good for Wheaton. Wheaton Academy really has nothing to lose then if it's an exhibition game. Kind of stink for St. Francis. This is a big rivalry. Wheaton Academy is called Wheaton.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and it's a goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith, but my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
Good evening, everybody. Sorry about that. The nap sound from the band was very loud, so we had to turn down our mics. But now the band's no longer playing, so we got some basketball. Everything is on the table tonight, Jeff, just like the entire year of 2020-2021. We're dealing with the Academy having COVID. We're dealing with the band being too loud. We're dealing with a lot of stuff. The good news is we have a basketball game tonight. It doesn't count the standings, but it does count for fun. It's really the same transit we're doing together tonight.
Now, if everyone could rise and remove your hats and lower your heads for the prayer read by senior Zach Jurdy. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Dear Lord, we ask your blessing tonight on all student athletes from both Wheaton Academy and St. Francis High School. We pray that each player be injury-free and excel both on the court and in the classroom for the remainder of the school year. May the Holy Spirit bring peace in all those in attendance. St. Francis, pray for us. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free,
The officials for tonight are Randy Banks, Wayne Browder, and Lawrence Wayne. And now, the starting lineup for the visiting Wheaton Academy Warriors. Number 1, Wade Davis. Number 2, Sam Dykema. Number 20, Noah Richstreet. Number 23, Andrew Muller. And number 33, Jeff Hilmer.
Yeah.
Everybody, we're about ready for some basketball. We apologize for any of the technical difficulties. Our mic accidentally got unplugged, but now we're good to go. Basketball time. It's varsity against JV. What better way to finish off the basketball season with a COVID scare? But that's all right. We still got basketball tonight. Wheaton Academy, and taking the ball with no tip-off tonight, that'll be Jeffrey Hilmer, the forward sophomore from Sycamore. Kyle Smith alongside Josh Sperber, Nick Cananaco on camera tonight. Inbounds play, and here we go. Varsity against JV, one of the few times we'll ever see it count. Not in the standings, but on the court tonight this season. Basket no good, rebounded by St. Francis. They'll go into our half-court set. With the basketball now is Jack Lacasio playing some point tonight as St. Francis has the edge with their varsity players against the JV squad.
Yeah, you expect to see a lot more aggression from this St. Francis squad, starting their seniors on senior night. A nice send-off for them.
It's rebounded well by Wheaton Academy. That time it's Hilmer. and he kicks it out to Whitaker. That shot no good, and it's rebounded easily by Zulov. He'll look to push out to the three-point line. Pump fake and a beauty. Bounce pass out about 10 feet away from the basket, taken by Jurdy, and Jurdy looking to post up. Beautiful move with the left hand. Takes advantage of the size advantage and just easily manhandles number 23 at Wheaton Academy.
And nice move on the inside. The senior class for St. Francis has a lot of size. Look for some post play tonight.
In their half-court set are the Warriors. Off the backboard, no good. Another box out by St. Francis. They do have the edge in terms of size tonight. Not going to see a lot of Sebastian Miller unless this game gets a little bit closer than the Spartans thought would be the case.
Well, I think they're all going to play their seniors. 6 senior classmen. Chase Riggs is the non-starting senior for St. Francis, and they definitely want to get their seniors their last time in this building during the regular season a lot of minutes.
Remember, no state tournament for basketball this year, none for football either, so only a couple more games remaining for the Spartans, regardless how they do in the conference tourney. Rebounded originally by Wheaton Academy, and a reach-in foul committed by Zulov, and a 2-0 score with 6:11 to go.
And that kind of shows the aggression that no matter what team they're playing against, St. Francis wants this. They're treating this like any other game, and they're going to leave their all on the court.
I don't know about that one, Josh. Looked like it was a foul before the travel, but they're going to say it was a travel, no foul.
And I mean, there's a lot of contact in basketball. I think that what's called a foul is a very loose thing these days.
Basketball with Locascio in the hands now of Zulov. And a bounce pass to Jurdy. Beautiful backdoor cut. The hook shot was no good off the backboard, and it's rebounded by Wheaton Academy. They're looking to push. And we don't have a full roster tonight, so I'm going to have to say the numbers for some of them. That time it's Noah Rich Creek. And how about that? The JV team takes an early 3-2 lead.
And good ball movement. You see a lot of movement around the perimeter, trying to set up for some open jump shots, and a wing and a prayer so far for Wheaton.
Surprising decision there by Zulov, the senior. When you're in that spot, Josh, you usually want to call timeout. He had nowhere to go. He was clearly pressured and trapped on the baseline. Bad mistake to travel instead of calling the timeout.
Yeah, a guy with his experience, you wouldn't expect that, but it's still early in the game, and this Wheaton team is coming out a lot more aggressive than I think the Spartans would have thought.
Driving a kick out. That time it's to Whitaker. Stolen away by the Spartans. Locascio looking to push. On his left hand, beautiful no-look pass. Chiamber shot no good, and it's rebounded by Wheaton Academy. The Wheaton-West Chicago rivalry, even though Wheaton Academy is located in West Chicago, if you're confused, don't worry. You're not the only one. Three-point shot. It's good by Whitaker. That makes it 6-2.
And it's actually Wade Davis who's wearing the number 1 tonight. Jalen Whitaker is out. Davis is the lone guy from that varsity holdover.
Oh, my goodness.
A lot of roster turnover making it difficult for us, Cal.
Rebounded by Wheaton Academy. How about this? The JV team looking to make it a 9-2 lead if they make another 3.
Yeah, they've shot 3 times, and 2 of those shots have been threes, and they've gone in. Driving
into the lane. The bank is not open tonight, and it's rebounded by the Spartans. That time it's Chiambor. Locascio with the pump fake. Back to Chiambor, a 17-footer. Shot no good. And there's Zulov with the box out. Bounce pass. And it was a foul, even though that Jurdy was in a tough spot, but he did a nice job pivoting and draws the foul. Benjamin DeHaan is going to come in for Wheaton Academy. And it's a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
as you can see, the starters tonight for the Wheaton Academy team, but that was their varsity team, and then they got COVID. Oh, well, I mean, you knew it was going to happen, Josh. It was only a certainty with how many players in the NBA got COVID, but yeah, it's a shame because it would have counted in the standings, varsity against varsity tonight. Instead, it's the JV Wheaton Academy team against the varsity team for the Spartans, but the Spartans look a little bit shaky to start this one.
Yeah, no, they have not really, they haven't been moving the ball that well, and again, some very aggressive defense from Wheaton has made it difficult for them.
There's Chase Riggs coming in. Senior guard. Going to get a lot more playing time than usual. Just his 5th game of the season. 7-7 coming into this one.
And, 6 seniors on the team. Only one of them can't start. Riggs, the least playing time in the regular season. Good to see him in the game early.
Well, you could pay the official $20 and see if he sees a 6-man out there on the court. And I think St. Francis getting a little bit too complacent, Josh. Too many front court players dribbling. Stay on the low block. And look, it's probably going to get out of hand in the second half, but if St. Francis continues this, don't be surprised if we could have a close game in the fourth quarter.
Hey, I hope it doesn't get out of hand. I love this gritty basketball, just playing hard. Nothing easy for either team.
Reminds me of earlier in the NFL season when Denver had to start a quarterback who hadn't played QB in like 5 years.
Yeah, what was Kendall Hilton, I think his name was?
Yeah.
The wide receiver at QB.
Pump fake shot, fade away, jumper, and it falls. That time, Logan McLeod.
And that's better ball movement coming out from under the basket with an open shot.
And that's not the shot that Wheaton Academy wants in transition, but luckily they got the offensive board.
Yeah, Torona, the shooter there, got a good look at it, but again, that's the inexperience. They're not used to playing it at this kind of level. Maybe a little pregame jitters creeping their way into the first quarter.
Yeah, when you're up by 10, that's fine. When you're only up by 4, I would kind of slow it down, especially since the half court has been working thus far for the JV team. Bounce pass at the top of the key. That time it's Dykma. And then out to the wing. Tahan with it. Tahan back out to the guy who shot that 3 in transition. Torona, and a traveling violation against Torona.
Toronto just shuffled his feet a little bit there. Heads up call by the officials, and strong defense from Wheaton Academy. They're pushing out on the perimeter a lot more because they saw Wheaton hitting those threes early in the game.
Yeah, they're forcing now that JV team to push it inside and see if they can win some matchups with a height disadvantage. So far, not the case. But for St. Francis on offense, want my wing players to stay on the wing. I want my front court players a little bit more old school basketball, stay at the elbow. Shot no good. Rebounded by their front court player. And Zula, that turnaround jumper no good. And it's rebounded that time by Dahan.
And I like the way Wheaton's playing their zone. It's a 2-1-2, but it's collapsing really quickly because they know that the senior lineup is going to get a lot of their work inside.
3-pointer good. All 9 points from downtown.
3 for 5 from three-point land on the day. Not bad for a JV team, Cal.
Don't tell the Wheaton Academy team it's not their varsity squad. They look pretty darn good tonight. And St. Francis might have to consider putting Brennan and Miller into the second quarter. 3-point shot from Riggs. No good. Beautiful board by Jurdy, and he finishes the play.
And that's the kind of game that St. Francis needs to force it into. They need to make it about the inside play because in the paint, under the free throw line, Wheaton hasn't been able to get anything done against these Spartans.
Remember, no Yaruso on the floor either. At least not right now. Aaron Dwyer's kind of seeing what happens, seeing that this game continues to be a JV lead, and if they have to play Yaruso and Miller, they'd love to save them for Tuesday. Riggs, bounce pass, and a beauty. Shiamba with a beautiful pump fake. That time can't hit the J, and it's rebounded by the Spartans. Time it's by McLeod. Good inside pass to Zuloff, and a shot is good inside the painted area.
And Zuloff with great awareness, finding that open spot on the court. Not strong defense from the Warriors, and it looks like St. Francis starting to heat up.
Yeah, silly foul there by Riggs. I know he got beat on the play, but the help defense was there. And that's tough break for the Spartans as Wheaton Academy gets a free substitution from the foul. Some much-needed subs. Notable coming in is Jeffrey Hilmer, who had the opening tip, if you want to call that, and also number 20, Noah Rich Creek. That time, it's Jeffrey Hilmer, and a good pass out to Rich Creek. Out to the corner. Three-point shot, no good. And it's rebounded by Brown. Another three off the back iron, no good. And it's going to be an over-the-back foul against Wheaton Academy. 15.9 remaining.
Looks like it's live by the three, die by the three for Wheaton. And right now, they've missed their last 4 attempts from behind the arc.
Out on the wing, and the Spartans are going to hold for the last shot. Foul away from the play. And how big of a rivalry game this is. They're definitely going to try to get a good shot with 4 seconds. They're going to try to force something up. Past the halfway line and no good. But how about this? The JV team up by 1, surprisingly, on the Spartans. We'll see if we see Russo and Miller in the second quarter. You're watching a broadcast of SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone. Bird is the word. Find out why everybody is saying that the bird is the word. In Wheaton, Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness is the word. Shoveling snow hurts your lower back. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness will get you better. Want to improve your golf game this summer? Albatross Physical Therapy will get you ready. Having aches and pains training for the upcoming race season? Albatross Physical Therapy will ensure that you're prepared for the challenge. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free. For more information, call 630-446-5660 or email them at albatrossphysicaltherapy@gmail.com. Bird is the word. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness. Pain-free. Second quarter of action, and there's that man, Sebastian Miller, alongside his partner in crime, Brendan Yarusso. Excellent efficiency numbers. We'll get you those in a minute, but Yarusso is clearly their more efficient player, and Sebastian Miller has that Allen Iverson score mentality.
Yeah, very, very aggressive, very creative, and he's just so smart off the dribble. I'm excited to see him back on offense.
Turnaround jumper, and it falls, and the lead is maintained by Wheaton Academy.
Yeah, it looks like it was Dykma on that move, a nice little spin move in the post. Got himself an easy bucket.
Help is on the way for the Spartans. Their 3 best players are in the game, notably Miller. Turnaround jumper, left-handed layup, and it falls.
And right on cue for Sebastian Miller. Great movement off the ball to get open right under the basket. Couldn't have made that easier for himself.
He also might have the best hair in the conference. I'm digging the hair. Good no-look pass, forces up the foul, and we'll see a substitution. That's going to be Wade Davis. I thought Wade Davis was a baseball player. Wade Davis was on that World Series championship team for Kansas City. Inbounds play for the Spartans, and it goes in for Sean Killian. First time we've said that time tonight, as scores his first bucket of the game.
And with the influx of the usual starters for St. Francis, they've grabbed their first lead of the night, too. 12-11 with 6:50 remaining in the second.
You love to see it from Aaron Dwyer, the gamesmanship, trying to get the seniors more playing time, but clearly it wasn't working. They're back to their normal starting lineup. That three-pointer no good, and it's a foul away from the play. It's going to stay with the Spartans. Nope, I was right the first time. It's going to go with Wheaton Academy.
That's still the shot you want to get from Yarusso. He had a game winner on Tuesday, which was one of those threes that broke his streak of 0 for 13. He's still shooting 37% from three-point land.
And he's a big man, too. Don't forget about that. His efficiency is over 52% this year. Timeout called by WA. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone. Inbounds play for St. Francis as they're leading 12-11 with 6:28 to go. Back out to the right wing side. Beautiful pass to Miller, and he finds a way to finish inside the painted area. A great delivery from Brennan, and it's almost turned over by Wheaton Academy. The route is not on yet, Josh, but you definitely feel like a different environment right now for St. Francis with Miller, with Brennan, and with Yaruso on the floor.
Yeah, you can tell that there's a lot better chemistry with this unit because these are the guys that you usually see in the game, and they're already making some things happen on offense.
Only thing that St. Francis got to work on with this lineup, too many reach-in fouls for my liking. Now, I know that they've knocked down that three, but remember, St. Francis has a height advantage, so those contests are going to be harder when St. Francis is on defense versus the other way around.
4 fouls already for St. Francis. Pretty soon, Wheaton's going to be shooting free throws.
That time it's stolen away, Killian, and he delivers it to Brennan. Brennan's going to slow it down a little bit. So weird with everybody wearing that mask. Miller with it, with the mask on, of course, and then delivers it on the low block. That time it's to Killian. Brennan, back out to Miller, fakes the three. Long 2-point shot, no good. That time Yaruso with the board. Can't get the second chance bucket, and a foul on the play. Another foul committed by the Spartans.
I think Yaruso and Miller are a little bit too unselfish on that play. Yaruso looked like he had a putback opportunity, but he stayed on the floor. That Miller passed up a wide open three for a long 2 that he missed.
Pass half court as Wheaton Academy trailing by 3. Hilmer with it, and he's guarded very closely by Yaruso. Inside the paint area was the pass, and the Spartans on the attack. Yaruso 1-on-3 the other way. Lost his dribble, partially deflected out of bounds. That time it was by Rich Creek, and with 5:20 to go, it's a 14-11 basketball game. 6 fouls committed by St. Francis, just 3 by WA. Substitution for Wheaton Academy. That time it's Benjamin DeHaan, the freshman from Elgin. That is a long drive to want to play basketball for Wheaton Academy. He must love Wheaton Academy, and why not? It is a wonderful school to go to. Back out to the 3-point line. The West Chicago Wheaton rivalry in the Catholic League. 3-point shot, no good, and it's rebounded by number 1, Wade Davis.
And Davis showing his experience, the only guy here who's seen varsity action. He's been very aggressive on the boards, and he is not shy when it comes to having the ball on offense either.
Well, you called it, Josh. Even though Wade is their only varsity player, they are staying with their attack, not trying to force feed the ball to Davis. Shot no good. Beautiful, excellent rebound there by Jack Brennan. Out to Miller on the 3-point line. Driving in, switches hands, shot no good, and looking to rebound it is Miller. Tries to force it off somebody's feet, but luckily St. Francis able to keep it. Opportunity missed for Wheaton Academy. Brennan will wisely slow it down and passes it out to Kiesler. Kiesler out to the top of the key to Rowland, and they'll swing it back to the right wing side. Brennan, guarded by the under number 1, Wade Davis. Screen from Yaruso, if you want to call it that, more like Yaruso, looking a little tired. And swing it back out to the right wing side. Bad pass, easily stolen by Wheaton Academy, and they're looking to push. Changes hands to the right. Thought about the 3 in transition. That time it's an open 3. Shot is good. We're all tied up at 14.
And Wheaton is getting what they want from 3, and that was all Jeffrey Hilmer, an easy steal and patient behind the arc, able to work himself towards a nice look.
Swing it back out to the left wing side. 3-pointer shot. No good. Off the side of the rim. And it's going to be rebounded. It was by Wheaton Academy, but they touched it and went out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. And we'll take a timeout as well. You are watching SBS. This broadcast brought to you by Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness, a simple philosophy of listening to the patients.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
(14-14) basketball with 3:40 remaining. Kyle Smith alongside Josh Sperber. This broadcast brought to you by Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness, pain-free. All right, Josh, it's getting a little bit closer to halftime. Still a tie game. You think it's starting to have those seeds of doubt in the minds of the St. Francis players? Hey, maybe this JV team is not going to be a pushover tonight.
Yeah, this is not a JV team that we're seeing. Wheaton's leaving it all on the court tonight, and definitely surprising me. I really thought that with the strength that St. Francis has, so many different options on offense, they would be able to take advantage of that inexperience. But that inexperience from Wheaton Academy has not shown up. You've got to give a lot of credit to the Warriors tonight.
St. Francis had a 7-game winning streak from 2014 to 2018, including 2 regional wins, 3-point shot good by Miller, and was going to be a backcourt violation if not stolen. Brennan tries to get the shot off and going to wait for the call from the officiating staff. They're going to say it was on Torona, and they are going to say it was in the act of shooting. I thought it was too, but in high school, if you don't try that attempt, it's always on the floor. They're going to say that Brennan had an attempt. In college, it's the same thing. Only in the NBA do you get those 3 steps, regardless if the shot was up or not.
Well, in the NBA, you also have the guys leaning into the foul. We're not seeing a lot of that today, but it was a good job by Brennan to keep his momentum going towards the hoop and to earn those 2 free throws.
2 points good by Brennan as he goes 100% at the free throw line. Double team comes. Another foul that could have been called, partially deflected. Pass back out to the 3-point line. Another open 3 off the back iron, rebounded by Miller. And on the attack are the Spartans. Out to the right wing side in transition. Shot no good. Rebounded by Wheaton. That could have been a travel. Instead is stolen by the Spartans. A little bit sloppy basketball, and Miller, the veteran's going to slow it down.
Miller on that last possession made the first 3-pointer that St. Francis has made all game, and I think that will light a spark under the Spartan team.
Yeah, that really feeds into the game plan for Wheaton Academy. If I'm St. Francis, I know that the Spartans love to shoot that 3, as that 3 by Wheaton Academy is no good. But for St. Francis, just pound the paint. Keep it simple. They have the height advantage. Good pass in transition. Shot no good. And Tyrone trying to get the board. Brennan, the hustle's there, but he doesn't get the basketball. Line drive pass the other way. Another 3 in transition. In and out it goes. Offensive board goes the ways of Wheaton Academy. Driving in. Oh, what a block! That time, beautiful block by number 12.
And that's Matt O'Donnell on the block, using his size, and he barely had to jump to make that block, just standing tall in the paint.
Haven't said his name a lot this season. Only at 7 total attempts coming in tonight. Substitutions coming in for the Spartans. Notably, Shiambor on the floor, as is Zula.
Looks like it's that senior starting lineup coming back in for Coach Dwyer and his crew.
I think it's a little early. I would have liked to wait till the 3rd quarter. I wanted to see the starting lineup kind of finish the job, make this a 10-point game going into half. But they're going to go back to the seniors. It is senior night after all. And it's going to be an over the back against the Spartans. And this is something that the Spartans got to work on going into the conference tournament. Too many fouls, and that's not going to help you when you play these better teams. Obviously, varsity teams, because it's a JV team for Wheaton Academy tonight.
When we were here for that Chicago Christian game, Kyle, it was that same problem. You saw a lot of fouls. You saw a lot of Chicago Christian at the free throw line. And this early in the 2nd quarter, in the bonus already, is Wheaton Academy.
The 1-and-1, no good. Rebounded by the Spartans. As that steal attempt by Torona.
Looked like he knocked it off the leg of Riggs, but you love to see that aggression starting high in the perimeter for Wheaton. They are not slowing down anytime.
Shiambor lost his dribble, and he's got to kick it back out to the right wing. Lacasio, who started the game as a point forward. Back out to the 3-point line. Nice feed inside, and finishing the play, Logan McLeod.
And a nice move. Again, it's just Chris passing around the world there and ending up with a nice cut for McLeod and a clean look at the bucket.
Steal attempt by McLeod. No look save attempt. And the numbers do the Spartans have. Lost his dribble, finds the pass onto the left wing side, and they'll swing it back out to the right. Help defense is there by Wheaton Academy. Long three, doesn't matter. Draining it is Lacasio.
And that looked like it was from a different zip code.
That was a Stephen Curry three.
Lacasio way behind the line, but if fouls are the problem for St. Francis, turnovers are the issue for Wheaton.
All right, Josh, you're the coach. Do you hold for the last shot or keep the pressure on the Wheaton Academy offense?
I think St. Francis has done better when they've been moving the ball quicker, and doesn't look like they're going to have the shot, as it looks like Riggs got hit in the nose there.
How about that? Look at that type of sportsmanship. Torona gives him a little fist pump. Sorry, my bad, man. It's going to be a blood sub as a timeout called by St. Francis. We'll take a timeout as well. You are watching Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
30.6 remaining, 24-16. Decision time for the Spartans. Do they hold for the last shot, or if they see an open look, do they take it and risk Wheaton Academy having another attempt to get closer to this deficit?
And now it looks like they started in the set mode. They had a transition opportunity before Riggs' eye injury, but it looks like they're going to pass it around and get one last look at the hoop before halftime.
Lacasio with that long three about 5 feet away from the three-point line. 3.4 seconds remaining. Shot from Miller right before the buzzer. A 10-point lead for St. Francis as we enter halftime. It's the Wheaton Academy St. Francis rivalry, JV against varsity. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll give you some halftime analysis. You're watching Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Bird. A bird is the word. Find out why everybody's saying that the bird is the word. In Wheaton, Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness is the word. Shoveling snow and hurt your lower back? Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness will get you better. Want to improve your golf game this summer? Albatross Physical Therapy will get you ready. Having aches and pains training for the upcoming race season? Albatross Physical Therapy will ensure that you're prepared for the challenge. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free. They offer techniques that involve hands-on, personalized, one-on-one care that will surely show you relief from headache, pains of the lower back, neck, shoulders, knees, hips, and a range of other muscle and joint injuries. But don't take our word for it. Have a look at Albatross's stellar Google reviews and see for yourself why everybody's saying that the bird is the word. Look for the huge orange bird wings at 600 South County Farm Road, Suite 201 in Wheaton, 608187. Call now and take advantage of their Valentine's Day special 30-minute CBD massage for just $30. They accept most health insurance plans and in most cases do not require a doctor referral for treatment. For more information, call 630-446-5660 or email them at albatrossphysicaltherapy@gmail.com. Bird. A bird is the word. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness. Pain-free.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
we have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and it's goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world.
A 26-16 game with about 5 minutes till we get to the third quarter. As it's been an interesting game to say the least. It was 9-8 in favor of the JV team, and after that, no more Mr. Nice Guy, said head coach Aaron Dwyer. He put in Sebastian Miller. He put in Brendan Yarusso. Sebastian Miller knocked down the last second shot, and you can kind of see why Sebastian Miller is one of the best players in this conference.
He is. He's leading the team with 14 points a game, and you just saw exactly why he put in his true starters. His seniors did an admirable job. They worked well inside the post, but there's just so many more scoring options when you put in Yarusso and Miller and Brennan. It just allows the offense to open up a lot more.
Yeah, he can shoot it anywhere on the floor. Three-point shooting is not really his niche, but that's why you have Brendan Yarusso. That's why you have Lacasio on the floor, especially Yarusso. I just don't know if the JV team have enough three-point shooting because, Josh, it just doesn't seem like they have any kind of presence down low.
They really don't, and it's just going to be a case of living and dying by the three. You saw in that first quarter, they made 3 out of 6 threes that they attempted, but after that, you got a more athletic presence from St. Francis, some better guard play coming in and pushing out on the perimeter, preventing that from happening. And the three-pointer didn't work. They had to work inside, and there's way too much height on the Spartan team for these sophomores on Wheaton to contend.
So if you're the Spartans, do you try to play zone, force them to feed it in the middle, or do you just continue to play man-to-man and know by the law of probability those three-point shots are not going to continue to fall for Wheaton Academy?
Yeah, I really don't think I'd change much on defense. I think that they definitely improved their defense when more guards came in to stop those shooters, but they're doing all the right things. Wheaton just got some clean looks. Since then, Dwyer made some adjustments. They pushed out on the perimeter more and stopped that from happening. So I think whatever they did in the second quarter worked absolutely perfectly.
We're going to take a quick break. After that, second half of action. You're watching Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Bird. Bird is the word. Find out why everybody is saying that the bird is the word. In Wheaton, Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness is the word. Shoveling snow hurts your lower back. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness will get you better. Want to improve your golf game this summer? Albatross Physical Therapy will get you ready. Having aches and pains training for the upcoming race season? Albatross Physical Therapy will ensure that you're prepared for the challenge. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free. They offer techniques that involve hands-on, personalized one-on-one care that will surely show you relief from headaches, pain of the lower back, neck, shoulders, knees, hips, and a range of other muscle and joint injuries. But don't take our word for it. Have a look at Albatross's stellar Google reviews and see for yourself why everybody is saying that the bird is the word. Look for the huge orange bird wings at 600 South County Farm Road, suite number 201 in Wheaton, 60187. Call now and take advantage of their Valentine's Day special, 30-minute CBD massage for only $30. They accept most health insurance plans and in most cases do not require a doctor's referral for treatment. For more information, call 630-446-5660. Once again, that phone number is 630-446-5660 or email them at albatrossphysicaltherapy@gmail.com. Bird is the word. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness, pain-free.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede.
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith, but my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
Crazy little thing called love, crazy little thing called COVID, as the varsity Wheaton Academy team was supposed to play tonight, but unfortunately a COVID scare. And so we got JV against varsity, but Josh, it's only a 10-point deficit. If the JV team can make it 5 points or less going into the fourth quarter, anything's possible.
It has not diminished the quality of this game whatsoever that Wheaton can't send their varsity squad out. You got to give a lot of credit to these guys. Wade Davis is a guy from Wheaton that has especially been on point. He shot 47% from the field as a varsity player, so really showing his experience and helping power Wheaton Academy to staying in this game.
A COVID scare makes it varsity against JV, but it is kind of cool seeing this David versus Goliath matchup of the St. Francis Wheaton Academy rivalry renewed. 3-point shot is good by Zuloff. Bad news if you're a fan of Wheaton Academy. The Warriors with the basketball. Fakes the three. That's what they're doing tonight, living and dying by that 3-point shot. The tray is no good. Rebounded by Shiambor. And the route might be on unless we can see a lot of adjustments from the Wheaton Academy defense.
And it's good to see Chase Riggs back in the game. He got his left eye checked out after an unfortunate poke from Torona. So good to see him back out and healthy.
That time it's Wade Davis with the basketball. Mid-range, Jay, no good. It's blocked by Jurdy. And driving in briefly was Shiambor. Lost his dribble. Double team comes. Swinging out to the top of the key. Good drive in by Riggs. Draws the foul. And he'll go to the line for two.
And we've seen a lot more aggressive St. Francis team. I think they took that 9-8 deficit at the end of the first quarter to a JV team very personally. And you've seen them just really push more in transition and attack the basket with a lot more ferocity.
Yeah, it was all 9 points by the three for Wheaton Academy, and after that, Just Wheaton Academy, they made some threes, but St. Francis is like, all right, but you're not making 3 in a row. It was 1 of 5 after that 2 of 3 start for Wheaton Academy. 3 of 5 to start the game officially from downtown. 30-16 is our score at the 7-minute mark. 8-minute quarters at the high school level. As Wheaton Academy had an early lead, but since then, since they put Yaruso and Miller into the game, just really no answers for Wheaton Academy.
And you talked about the threes there, Kyle, but something that has been lost is the fact that there's only been 2 two-point field goals allowed from this St. Francis team. You got to give a lot of credit to the bigs inside the arc, really holding down the paint.
If you're wondering why Brendan Yaruso is so good at threes, he even comes in on Sundays just to shoot. And that's what really defines a great player. It's not a sometimes thing, it's an always thing. You gotta always wanna be great, and if you do that, it's gonna show on the score sheet.
Yeah, he's really emerged as a leader this season. Just great work ethic, and it's shown on the court. He's shooting pretty efficiently from the three-point line. Second leading scorer on the team, the leading rebounder as well.
Wheaton Academy, they needed some offense in this third quarter, and they just haven't been able to get it. Just a lot to ask of a JV team to go up against a pretty good varsity team, 500, 7-7 this season, St. Francis. We've had them a couple times this year. They're 0-2 in the games we've broadcasted. And they're going to be winless technically, Josh, because this game doesn't count in the standings. But we'll count it a win, even though it doesn't count in the standings. 30-16 for the JV team. Really, you just got to take it one possession at a time, and you got to get an open look. Doesn't have to be a 3, but you got to be aggressive if that open look comes. There it is, another tray. That time it's no good, and it was last touched out of bounds by Brian Zuloff, and he's 6'1", 165 pounds. His dad played for MSU. Now, Josh, do they mean Michigan State?
Yes.
Okay. Because MSU, it's a very common starting state name with the letter M.
I come from the Big Ten. I see MSU, I see Michigan State right there.
I did too, but I also like Dak Prescott, and of course Dak played at Mississippi State.
That's just Mississippi State, though. Does anyone even abbreviate that?
Shot is good. Wheaton living and dying by the three-point shot. That 3 keeps him alive. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us.
30-19 the score after that timeout called by the Spartans. Bounce pass, not the greatest one, and it was last touched by Nick Chiambor. Well, I thought the route was on, but another 3 by Wheaton Academy. Things would get a little bit more interesting. How much can the Warriors do with their perimeter shooting? Because they're not so good attacking the paint against this bigger and stronger St. Francis team. Driving in, drawing the foul. Old-fashioned and one.
That's what we like to call the broadcasters. They're talking about them not being that strong in the paint. Well, a nice aggressive move from Sam Dykema, getting through the lane and getting to the line for an extra shot.
Look, if Nate Robinson can do it, anybody small can attack the paint. I know that Nate Robinson had a really big vertical, but still, just because you're small doesn't mean you can't attack the paint. You got to keep the defense honest.
I think Nate Robinson attacked the paint by just jumping over literally everyone.
Jumped over Spud Webb to win that dunk contest, one of his 3 titles.
And Dwight Howard for another one.
I remember that. Back out to the top of the key, 30-21 score. Screen comes. Try to get the pick and roll action, but the help defense was there by St. Francis, driving in on the baseline, and it's going to be out of bounds. Would have been a backcourt violation anyways, as it went past half court.
And this is, again, those adjustments from Coach Dwyer. You've seen a lot more attack-minded defense from St. Francis, pushing out towards the perimeter, covering those passing lanes, and not letting Wheaton Academy move anywhere without great difficulty.
Now, a win's a win, a loss is a loss. I hate to bring up silver linings, but nothing is phasing Wheaton Academy right now. When it was 30-16, I thought, yeah, this one's over. And here we go again. A 3-pointer and an and one, and a 9-point deficit, a couple more threes. It's a one-possession game.
Well, I mean, I think if you're Wheaton Academy, you have to look at it like you didn't know you were playing this varsity team, a team above your level, until this morning. So it's really anything that they do tonight is a win for that school.
Brendan Yaruso loves to shoot the three. Coming into tonight, half of his field goals are from downtown. This is a St. Francis team, as that little floater shot is good by Wayne Davis. This is a St. Francis team that played 3 games in 2 days. Lost to Riverside Brookfield by 5. They beat Immaculate Conception, then lost to Bolingbrook. Inside the paint, good pump fake by Brennan. Bad pass, though, but it was last touched by Rich Creek. And we get a substitution for Wheaton Academy. That time it's Adam Torona, the sophomore guard from West Chicago. Fakes the inbounds J. That time, corner 3 is good. Brennan with the 3-point shot. Nope, they're going to say his foot was on the line. 34-23.
From this angle.
Rebounded by Miller as the crafty guard looking to push. Look at that no-look pass to Brennan, trying to go 2 for 2 in the last 10 seconds. And it was last touched by Benjamin DeHaan. It's a timeout called by the Spartans. We'll stick with the action here. So 34-23. This game, of course, brought to you by Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness, pain-free. Anybody that you're kind of seeing from Wheaton Academy that you want him to take that shot, or do you have to continue with this team mentality? Who's ever open, shoot it, because we just don't have that player that can make shots off the dribble, create his own shot.
I think that it's definitely should be get everyone involved. At this point, this game isn't going to count for the standings. You want to get everyone a taste of this varsity action, but Wade Davis has been pretty quiet. He has a couple of shots early, but he's been very quick to pass the ball away from these driving opportunities that he has. I'd like to see him getting more involved on the offense.
34-23 game, and we'll see if Wheaton Academy decides to go to Wade Davis down the stretch. Now, Wade Davis is not their best player at the varsity level, so just because he's the only person that has varsity experience, on the varsity team, they're not used to forcing the ball to Wade Davis, so JV team's not going to do that either because that's not the varsity's game plan. Yaruso, back out to Brennan. 3-point shot for Miller. It's open. Contest comes eventually, and a 2-on-2 the other way. Miller getting back into the play. Good pass in the lane. Oh, a wonderful shot inside the paint.
And that is just great transition offense. And the big man getting in on the action. Always got to hit the trailer. And DeHaan makes St. Francis pay.
Kind of a trivia for you, Josh. You remember Andrew Smith with Butler?
Oh, yeah.
44, DeHaan kind of reminds me of Andrew Smith. Of course, Smith loved to wear that T-shirt. Great player with Butler.
Yeah, part of some strong Butler teams making some deep runs in March Madness, which we got coming up nice and soon.
They were just one shot away from upsetting Duke for the national title.
It was even closer than that. That went in and out, that Hayward half-court prayer. I've never seen a farther shot that close to getting in until Damian
And he
Lillard.
went backboard, too.
The funniest thing now is Damian Lillard takes 3 of those shots a game these days.
Excellent player, Damian Lillard. I don't want him to leave Portland, but I also do want to see him play in the NBA Finals. He's just too good to always be sitting at home in June. 3-point shot for Brennan. No good. And you were going to say something, Josh, about
Lillard's
Lillard?
just got the big game gene. I mean, you've already seen him make a couple of game winners in the playoffs. He just has ice in his veins, and a lot of moving pieces needed to get Portland to that next step.
It would have been awesome to see what would have happened if Wesley Matthews hadn't torn his ACL. Those great teams of Matthews, Aldridge, Lillard. Almost stolen away. Driving in is DeHaan. That time Torona with the 3. Off the back iron, no good. And looking to push are the Spartans. Brennan, but Wheaton Academy has numbers. Miller, the open 3. Got it. 37-25. It's not over yet, but...
And it's that off-ball movement that St. Francis is utilizing so well.
So hard to hear with this band playing over the officials' calls. Oh, he's also wearing the mask, so that, of course, doesn't help our sideline judge.
That we need. It looked like it was... I don't even know who the foul was called. I thought it was Rich Creek, but again, hard to tell. Either way, it is Wheaton ball with under a minute remaining.
DeHaan giving them very efficient minutes at center. Make sure there's no backcourt violation. From way downtown, barely hits rim. Miller with the J with a beautiful underhand pass and a good layup in transition. Almost thought about dunking it, but the help defense was there, forcing up the layup. Torona fakes the 3. Bad pass. Brennan steals it with one hand, palms the ball. And with 23 seconds, St. Francis can hold for the last shot if they'd like to.
And I think they will. I think they're going to try and get an expedient end to this game. They've got everyone got their reps in. Their seniors are going to leave here with a victory, it looks like. But you can't count Wheaton out just yet, Kyle.
3.7 left on the clock. Turnaround jumper, and he touched the line. 1 second. Enough time for a pass, a dribble, and a heave from about 3/4 away from the baseline. Ooh, almost traveled, and that's not going to count. Doesn't matter, as it was clearly an air ball. And that does it for the third quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Immediately after the game, thank you for your full cooperation.
Bird. Bird is the word. Find out why everybody is saying that the bird is the word. In Wheaton, Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness is the word. Shoveling snow hurts your lower back. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness will get you better. Look for the huge orange wings at 600 South County Farm Road, suite number 201 in Wheaton, 60187. Call now and take advantage of their Valentine's Day special, 30-minute CBD massage for only $30. They accept most health insurance plans and in most cases do not require a doctor's referral for treatment. For more information, call 630-446-5660 or email them at albatrossphysicaltherapy@gmail.com. Bird is the word. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness, pain-free. Uh-oh, band thought they had a couple more seconds than they thought they did. Meanwhile, inbounds play for Wheaton. Steal attempt by Miller, and now he's going to get an open layup the other way.
I wanted him to dunk that, Kyle. He had the whole half of the court to himself.
He did, but maybe it's kind of like sportsmanship. You don't want to dunk like that in a JV varsity game.
Oh, you're right.
How about that hair, though? How much gel do you think Miller uses to get hair like that? I'm definitely jealous.
I wish I could tell you. I just have to get the secret for getting hair like that first. Then I'll tell you how much gel.
41-25. Now, who has the better hair? Is it Miller or Troy Polamalu?
No one can beat Troy Polamalu in the hair department.
Can't really beat Troy Polamalu. The player and the hair, both great.
Yeah.
41-25 the score with 7:36 to go. By the way, don't go anywhere. Post-game interviews, most likely with St. Francis and possibly with Wheaton Academy. Everything's just kind of bonkers tonight with the COVID scare, but we want to make sure the varsity players are healthy first and foremost. And we wish the best for both them and their families. Hopefully that it did not spread on the campus. Layup, beautiful pass, 41-27 now with 7:30 remaining. Still time for Wheaton, but Josh, they really need a couple of steals and some quick buckets the other way.
They do, and it's the offense has been there for Wheaton. They've been too reliant on the three, but the problem is they have not been aggressive enough on defense and really unable to force a lot of turnovers from St. Francis. If they want to win this game, they're going to have to force some turnovers.
That and just not enough consistency attacking the paint. I don't see enough creativity on the low block with those low block moves.
No, they've really submitted to the size advantage that the Spartans have today.
Three-point shot is good by McLeod. Sorry, that's Kiesler. 44-27, that's Colin Kiesler. 12 rebounds in his last 14 games. 44-27 the score, three-pointer no good. Offensive board is there briefly, and then a foul from behind. It was committed by Matt O'Donnell.
And that's another example of just kind of forcing the three up a bit prematurely. Not the best look, but it's really all that has worked for Wheaton so far.
You haven't seen too much of Miller, but when they have their normal starting lineup, Miller's the creator, Yaruso the scorer, and Yaruso kind of that Jokic type of efficient scorer. Miller looks great, though, tonight. I know he's playing against a JV team, but still, that was a highly contested shot. Almost hit the top of the backboard. Great job with the creativity.
Against Chicago Christian, they missed a lot of Sebastian Miller's creativity early on in the game, and it was later when they cut down their 15-point lead to about 6, was when Miller was starting to create for himself and make the shots fall. So he is a very deep offensive arsenal that, when unleashed, is difficult to stop.
Here's the seniors again. Zuloff, led by Lacasio and Chiambor. Excellent job by Miller and Yaruso, and that might be the last time they have to play tonight, unless we see some quick threes made by Wheaton Academy.
I imagine that we might see Chase Riggs come in a bit later, but I think it's going to be the senior lineup from here on out in the final 6 minutes of this contest to give them a nice send-off here at the Spyglass Athletic Center.
Wheaton Academy had their chance, but you got to be better at attacking the paint. You can't get complacent with that three-point shot, unless, of course, you have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson shooting those threes.
I mean, they're certainly not in this high school right now, but even they don't shoot every single shot from three, just about 75% of them.
Sometimes of those 75% they shoot, they're good on 60% of them. It is a shame not being able to see Klay on the floor this year for Golden State. Wish him the best as he deals with that Achilles injury.
I do like seeing Kevin Durant on the Nets, though, but I'm just a little biased.
You love Brooklyn?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're from New York.
I've been a Nets fan since they were in Jersey.
Do you miss them being in Jersey, or do you like that they're in Brooklyn now?
Brooklyn's a bit easier to get to, and it's definitely a bigger market, being able to get guys like Harden and Kyrie and KD to come play, and that wasn't something that was seen as much when they were in New Jersey.
Good layup and drive to the basket by Dykema. 46-29. You know, some people don't like New Jersey. I loved it when I was there. Like, the people, they pumped my gas. It was a beautiful shoreline. I think New Jersey gets too bad of a rap, in my opinion.
As a New Yorker, I'm legally obligated to make fun of New Jersey at every possible opportunity, but there are some bright spots there, no doubt.
It was definitely a good drive-through as I drove up the coast up to Boston.
It's definitely one of the better places to stop over. A lot of good free food opportunities. The pizza's decent enough because it's close enough to the city. So
that's decent enough. It's not great, but it's edible. 46-29 the score still.
Again, New York things. I'm a huge pizza snob, and I'm sorry to say this in the Chicago area, but New York's got the pizza market cornered.
I haven't been to Manhattan or Brooklyn yet, so I can't determine that. 3-point shot good, just too little, too late. If they got a couple of steals, maybe, but the problem for Wheaton Academy, no shot clock either, so St. Francis can drain that clock if they want to.
No, I don't see a slow game coming for St. Francis. I think these seniors want to give everything they have in their last game here. They're going to keep the intensity up all game long, no matter what's on that scoreboard.
We'll stick with the action, a 46-32 score. We appreciate you watching. We hope you're safe. We wish all the best to Wheaton Academy's varsity lineup. Just a tough spot tonight. And it's not just that they couldn't play tonight, Josh, but this is such a big rivalry, so close together. These kids have been playing a lot, AAU and feeder basketball in 7th and 8th grade, and the fact that they can't play tonight against their varsity brothers and also their rivals, it stinks, but safety first, basketball second.
Yeah, and really that's been the theme of it with COVID, but we still have a game going on, and that's the important thing. You got to give a lot of credit to Wheaton to be able to schedule this JV team to come here on such short notice. And it's great to continue having sports through these difficult times, because I know that's something that has helped get me through.
A 14-point lead for Wheaton Academy, the Warriors out of West Chicago, Illinois. A lot of these kids from West Chicago, Winfield, and Wheaton. A couple of kids, though, from Wheaton, they drive as far as Long Grove and Bartlett to come to the games. And that should about do it, 49-32. But for the JV team, pride is still there, and we'll see how much pride they have and how much intensity they have down the stretch. And I believe Andrew Smith also wore number 44 at Butler. So Dahan reminds you of Andrew Smith and also has the same number. Now, where's your New York accent, Josh? What happened to that?
It comes and goes. There are definitely some words that really brings out the New Yorker in me, but I'm not from Manhattan. I'm not from Brooklyn, so it's definitely not as thick as a lot of my friends want it to be.
When you wake up in the morning, are the bites chirping or the birds chirping?
I think the birds are chirping.
Okay, so
I don't know what that other one is.
You ever seen the movie? What's it called? Dang it, I can't remember. It's got Christian Bale when he was a teenager in it. Newsies. The birds are chirping.
I have not seen Newsies.
It's good, man. It's got Christian Bale. Do you like Bill Pullman?
Big time.
Yeah, Bill Pullman's in it.
Mostly because of Spaceballs, but it's still.
Of all the movies with Bill Pullman, you pick Spaceballs?
I'm a Star Wars fan, and Spaceballs is incredible.
I mean, come on. You got to go with Independence Day if you're going to do Bill Pullman.
That was my next choice, I'm not going to lie, but Spaceballs over everything.
While You Were Sleeping, great movie. Casper, well, not a great movie, but Bill Pullman's good in it. 49-32, ill-advised pass. Once again, don't go anywhere. The post-game show brought to you by Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness. See if we can get some JV players from Wheaton Academy. They gave it 100% effort tonight. They were just outgunned, outmanned, and really the size disadvantage really hurt them tonight.
I mean, it can't be easy not knowing that you're going to play a game until just about game time. So you gotta give Wheaton a lot of credit for giving everything they have and making this game competitive after probably finding out about this not too much longer before we did.
I'm sure that they probably found out there might have been a COVID scare like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, so this was always a possibility. But knowing how big this rivalry is, I think the varsity players and coaches were trying everything they could to get varsity against varsity tonight.
Of course.
And also knowing it was being broadcasted too, as that shot no good, but a partial foul by Dahan.
44, Benjamin Dion. Chase Riggs at the line.
We'll get a couple of substitutions for the Wheaton Academy Warriors. And on the drive home, Josh, you got to go to Scooby's. It's a West Chicago specialty. Great hot dogs, great Italian beef.
I was absolutely gonna ask you for somewhere to eat on the way home, so I'll have to check that out.
Really good, yeah. It's the pride of West Chicago.
As a transplant, you gotta find the local eateries. And with a name like Scooby's, how bad can it be, right?
And what's great about it is originally there's a drive-through behind Scooby's. they closed that down because, drive-throughs before the pandemic, they were pretty much done. Then, of course, the pandemic hit, and now drive-throughs are big again, so they reopened the drive-through behind Scooby's.
Now, will I see monsters at Scooby's, or have Scooby and Shaggy chase all of them away?
You might. And please don't say when you're at the drive-through, hey, can I get a Scooby snack?
I definitely wasn't thinking that. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying, though? Like Shaggy would.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they get that all the time. And I'm probably still going to say it anyway.
2:33 remaining. Pump fake by Hilmer. Back out to the three-point line. Dykma with it. Driving in. Back out to DeHaan for three. Air ball. It's rebounded easily from McLeod.
And Dykman's really been the main Warrior player to have a lot of success inside. Got to give him a lot of credit for continually testing the St. Francis defense.
It's just a shame that Wheaton Academy didn't try that more. And I'm assuming Dykma's their best dribbler, fastest guy, which is why he's been doing it the majority of the time. Looking for the foul. No call, but Jurdy gets 2 points on the layup.
And a nice move inside, coming off a block on that last possession as well.
Good job in transition, finding the open man. Can't get the second chance bucket. Rebounded by Wheaton Academy. 2-on-1 the other way. Good pass. And they finish the play. That time it's Wade Davis. And no timeout. Thought about calling a timeout. Said they're just going to get the substitution right away. And for Wheaton Academy, too, they don't want that running clock. So anything over 20 point ahead would be the running clock. So Wheaton Academy's doing the best they can to keep it under 20. And for St. Francis, probably only 2 more possessions, as that's blocked by Wheaton Academy. .122 remaining in this varsity versus JV grudge match. From way downtown, he drains it. That time, Hilmer. Kind of garbage time minutes right now. Floater shot, can't fall. Rebounded by the Spartans. That time, no good. Third chance opportunity coming up. Good save, and they finish. Saved by McLeod. Zuloff finishes it.
Now that's how you know it's a rivalry game. There's under a minute left in a blowout, and you still see bodies hitting the floor. Got to give a lot of credit for Logan McLeod laying out and allowing his teammate to make that bucket.
Every bucket matters in this rivalry. Bragging rights on the line. Social media bragging rights on the line.
In 2021, all bragging rights are social media bragging rights.
For much of that quarantine, I only saw my friends on social media.
That's true.
Shot no good. Rebound. It's going to be a breakaway coming up for Wheaton Academy. Right-handed layup. With the clock dwindling on this potential upset for Wheaton Academy, not going to happen tonight. Reach-in foul committed by Noah Rich Creek, sophomore forward from Bartlett. He's very good inside the arc this season, is Chiambor. 50% with his 2-point buckets. Doesn't score a lot, though, under 3 points per game.
Shooting about 60% from the line as well.
Got to work on that as he continues on with the game of basketball. No good. Wheaton Academy is going to try for one more shot. 3-pointer. Good. At time. It's good by the guy wearing Michael Jordan's number. Not on the roster, but I'm sure he's a good player. 53-42. That will do it. A good fight by the Warriors, but the Spartans are victorious as the Wheaton-West Chicago rivalry goes the way of the St. Francis Spartans, 53-42. Josh, final thoughts before we go to the postgame show?
Well, I mean, you just got to give it up for the seniors. They're going to have a senior night celebration here shortly, but a good way to go out on a win for St. Francis. And Wheaton Academy, to give so much credit to every single player who is wearing one of those jerseys. Difficult situation playing a level above their competition, but they made it competitive and they left it all out on the court tonight.
They sure did, and it was starting to get a little interesting. Then Miller hit that shot right before halftime, 2016. Then when it became 30-16, you were thinking, well, they got to knock down some threes to really make it interesting. They didn't, and the final score, 53-42. So, for Nick Cananaco, Josh Sperber, I'm Kyle Smith. Signing off. Coming up next, the postgame show. You're watching SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway, a 2-on-0. A shot, and a goal! So, 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the postgame show, brought to you by Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness, pain-free. We appreciate you watching. My name's Kyle Smith. Well, my name doesn't matter. These young men matter, as they're going to surround me on my right and left side. The St. Francis Spartans in the old-fashioned Wheaton Academy St. Francis rivalry, varsity against JV. They took care of business. First of all, your name, your position, and what this rivalry means to you.
My name's Zach Lacasio. I play forward. This
means to you.
Say that again, sorry.
Your name, your position, what this rivalry means to you.
My name's Chase Riggs. I'm a point guard, and this rivalry means so much to us. Last year, we played their team when we were juniors, and we were looking forward to this all year. But unfortunately, we played their sophomore team. But hopefully, we'll get some revenge next year, even though we're not going to be here. But this is a really big rivalry for all of us, so against Wheaton Academy.
Does it feel weird that they're called Wheaton Academy, even though they're located in West Chicago?
It's a little weird, but we're just coming out to win every game and to wipe them on the floor. So we got it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, did it feel a little bit weird? It was varsity against JV night instead of a typical varsity matchup?
It felt a little weird at first before the game for sure, but once we got in the flow of it, definitely felt like a varsity game, and they played a pretty good game against us, but we were able to come out on top still.
After they drained a couple of threes, you were like, all right, no more Mr. Nice Guy. We got to put it to take it to them a little bit.
Yeah, pretty much. I think we had to wake up a little bit in that second quarter.
Your name, your position, what this rivalry means to you.
Zachary Jurdy, the 4 and the 5. This rivalry is just really special to all the students at St. Francis. It's a great rivalry against Wheaton Academy, and I hope that it continues to be a great rivalry long after I leave the school.
Absolutely. A win tonight. Now, it doesn't count in the standings, but it still counts on the bragging rights, right?
Right, yeah, definitely. Like I said before, I hope I can come back next year and we can beat them again.
So did you talk to the guys on the Wheaton Academy varsity team? Now, have you played with them a little bit during your AAU days?
Yeah, a couple of our my teammates knew the couple of guys and texted them the night before. We were all wondering what was going on, like what was going to be happening today. But like I said, I'm glad we were able to come out today.
What were you thinking when Miller took that last second shot before halftime and then drained it?
He's a fantastic shooter. I'd give him that shot every time. I pass it to him every time.
Absolutely contested or wide open?
Contested or wide open.
Zach, you played a great game tonight.
Thank you.
Your name, your position, what this rivalry means to you.
I'm Brian Zuloff. I'm the 3 and 4, and I mean this rivalry is like a big one for us. So winning is big for us, and I mean it was kind of sad playing their JV team. We want to play their seniors and kick them. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and they took it to you guys a little bit, especially with that three-point shooting. What adjustments did you do on defense to make them kind of live and die by the three?
We started to play up more when they started to hit those shots. Started getting up in their face, put a hand up in their face, make them drive, and then get a little pick-offs, and straight up with a layup.
What did your St. Francis coaching staff tell you? Now, they have a little bit of a height disadvantage being freshmen, sophomores, and some juniors. What did he tell you guys to keep up that intensity and force them to shoot from outside?
Just keep them in front of us, basically, because we don't want them to just get free layups all the time. So we just keep them in front, play straight up. We're good.
How many games do you have left, and do you have some confidence coming into your conference tournament?
We got one more game tomorrow, and we're ready to kick them.
Absolutely. Brian, have a good night.
Thank you.
Last but certainly not least, number 3, Nick Schiambor. Nick, you had a great game tonight, a win for St. Francis. Does it feel a little bit weird, though, because it wasn't against the varsity team?
Yeah, it definitely did feel weird. We didn't know until yesterday to find out that we're playing their JV or sophomore team. So, yeah, it was a little weird. It threw me off a little bit.
Did you feel a little bit nervous when it was 9-8 and they were winning?
Yeah, it was like shocking a little bit, but I mean, at least they fought hard. I mean, it was a good game through the whole first half, but then second half we all settled in and took control.
You guys didn't need a big game from Yaruso. What does that mean to you that anybody on any night can contribute to this team?
It means a lot. I think we have a lot of good athletes on this team, a lot of athletes that can shoot, score, play defense. So, Brendan was struggling in the first half, but Sebastian had a good game. Passing was a little okay, but second half we took control.
Absolutely. You just force them out of that painted area. What kind of help defense and rotations do you guys do in practice to force a team that's not as tall as you to shoot from outside?
Yeah, we usually a lot of help defense, steals, and then once we get steals, we want to push. I feel that's our biggest strength, is our speed, get the ball up the court, and, fast break layups.
You guys are playing Naperville North next?
Yes, tomorrow at 1 p.m.
What's it going to take for a win?
Hustling, last game of the season for at least 7 of us, and I'm gonna give it all.
Absolutely, Nick. Well, if you keep doing the good things you did tonight, I think it's going to be a win for you against the Huskies.
Appreciate it.
That's Nick Schiambor, and we're going to take a break. Hopefully we get Wheaton Academy. If not, we appreciate you watching this broadcast of SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
A bird, bird, bird. A bird is the word. Find out why everybody's saying that the bird is the word. In Wheaton, Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness is the word. Shoveling snow and hurt your lower back? Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness will get you better. Want to improve your golf game this summer? Albatross Physical Therapy will get you ready. Having aches and pains training for the upcoming race season? Albatross Physical Therapy will ensure that you're prepared for the challenge. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free. They offer techniques that involve hands-on, personalized, one-on-one care that will surely show you relief from headaches, pain of the lower back, neck, shoulders, knees, hips, and a range of other muscle and joint injuries. But don't take our word for it. Have a look at Albatross's stellar Google reviews and see for yourself why everybody's saying that the bird is the word. Look for the huge orange bird wings at 600 South County Farm Road, Suite 201, in Wheaton, 60187. Call now and take advantage of their Valentine's Day special 30-minute CBD massage for only $30. They accept most health insurance plans and in most cases do not require a doctor's referral for treatment. For more information, call 630-446-5660 or email them at albatrossphysicaltherapy@gmail.com. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness. Pain-free.
And then the players, and just the fact that everything they've done, I don't take for granted one day that I'm in this building and every time I walk in, I'm coaching guys that are great teammates, great people, they want to work hard, they want to get after it. And you know what? I haven't heard a single complaint. I know this is a rough situation and the challenges presented, but overall, I couldn't ask for better group of guys. The frustrating part of this, yeah, you'd like to have a 5-month season. You'd like to go through a process with the team and figure out how this team figures out how we're going to win. And I think we're heading that direction. But again, where we're at today, I'm happy with the fact that we're able to make it to a full season. We've got other schools in our conference. I think 3 schools in our conference are almost completely shut down. So even though a lot of these litigations are extremely frustrating, but I think we've made it through. We've got tomorrow's game to cap it all off. So what we're going to do now is just real quick, we're going to turn it over to our juniors. We have each junior is going to talk about one of our seniors. Just give them a few little guidelines and go from there. Nick Chiamore. It's always scary to get a microphone to a high school student.
Alright, so the senior I'm talking about today is Nick Chiamore. So my favorite memory of Nick this year was probably about let's say 3 weeks ago. We had a practice over at CSC. And we were scrimmaging seniors versus juniors. And the score was probably about 5-5, I want to say, maybe like 6-6. It was first 1-7. And both sides were really competitive about it. Everyone's diving all over the place. Going back and forth. So Brendan Russo scores the layup, ties the game at 6-6. So everyone else comes back on defense except for Brian, who takes the ball out of bounds. And then me and Nick. Nick grabbing Nick out of the pass, and then I'm guarding. So everyone else is on the other side of the gym. pass. It goes off my hand, off his hand, and then out of bounds. And so, me, I'm in a 2-on-1 argument, Ryan and Nick against me, and how that ball is off me and not Nick. And I knew the ball was off Nick. And on the complete opposite side of the gym, Coach Squire makes an awful call that the ball is off me. And the entire rest of the practice, and the next probably, up until today probably, every single day he reminds me of how that ball was off me and not him, even though I know that ball was off him. And that kind of just shows what kind of a teammate work ethic Nick really has at practice as well as games. In my basketball career, he's by far one of the best teammates I've ever had. Just the leadership that he shows as a senior is something that you can't really teach. And he's definitely a player we're going to miss next year, and I wish the best for him.
Hey, how's Uncle Jack doing?
Jack Lacoste.
Alright, so I'm talking about Jack. This was the first year that I met Jack, and the first year I had the opportunity to play with him. Jack's been a great mentor for me. Jack's a really versatile player for our team. One session, we had Jack playing wing, with a 3 from the corner, and the next session, Jack can be playing no line. It's just as important. Jack's been a great teammate. Whether I'm coming out of the game, going in, or it's a timeout, Jack's always there to give a pat on the back, to keep working, do a good job. And I value both of those things. So Jack, it was a pleasure playing with you. You'll be missed, and good luck in the future.
Logan McCloud.
Logan. I remember like it was yesterday when we were playing on the same team in middle school camps. We were being someone to ask 3 games and he competed games. We on the same team for all these years. We really knew each other and great for you guys. We were always on the first in the gym and the last out. We never missed any lifting jobs and competed. We've also been very good to other sports, like sometimes football and volleyball. Even though you're not the biggest talker like me, your reactions haven't gone unnoticed. I wish you the best of luck next year in college and I wish you a lot. Thank you.
Chase Riggs.
My name's Nick. So I've known Chase kind of forever because like we both went to St. Irving's and he's a year older than me. And I just remember, you know, we're always in friends. We always talk. He's always super nice to me, even though he's a year older. And I think the biggest thing is he always let me know he was taller than me my whole life. We played the same basketball team. He was always taller than me. Always let me know. He's like, look, I'm taller than you. I'm taller than you. Finally, freshman year comes around. We don't see each other for like a year and a half. And I was finally taller than him. Okay, so you know I had to look up. So I went up to him and was like, Chase, what's up? So it's like I can't win. No, but even not seeing him for like a year and a half, and then seeing him in Francis, obviously, he's a year older, and I just a freshman, whatever. Chase was never like too cool for me. He was never too cool for anybody. He always says hi to me in the hallways, even today. Anytime I see him. 3 times a day, 2 times a day, didn't matter. He's always saying, what's up, how are you? So, that kind of shows, like, what person Chase is. He's a good person, does good things, and I respect him 1,000%. And just thanks for, being a good leader on the court, off the court, and just showing me, how to treat people else.
Brian Zulo.
So I got Brian Zulo, and I met him going into my freshman year. The first thing that I noticed about Brian was his work ethic. We
because every day after practice, Brian would grab his ball from his bag and just start shooting for like half an hour after practice. Sometimes I would join him, and then one time Coach Nate was just trying to leave. Just still shooting with the lights off and everything. And then last year, I was watching film, and the game ended, and I just see Brian saying half an hour later, keep shooting. And that's what Brian is. He likes to shoot. He likes to put the work in. I remember last year he broke his hand. One of the first practices back, he comes in, throws down a dunk. He was always so athletic. Freshman year, he beat the whole varsity team in a sprint around the track too. So you can just see right there how competitive he is, just wanting to win. Brian was great to great, good luck in college, and thank you for always being here to be someone to talk to.
Zach Church.
Okay, so I'm talking about Zach, and so first time I saw Zach like freshman year, and then I watched him play for the past 3 years, and all I have to say is that he's improved immensely, and he's always working hard. And something about him is that he's always been a great leader, no matter if he's playing a lot or not. And he's just always been there for the team. Like the past 2 weeks, sacrificed a lot for us as a club. So that just shows what kind of teammate he is. Zach, I hope you do great things in the future, and thanks for being here.
I know a lot of the emphasis on what we do in sports has to do with what's going on this floor during live game situations, but I think every time I go back and reflect on a team or a season, obviously this is going to be one completely different. God chose us, this group, for one reason or another, to go through what we're going through. I know these guys are sick of me hearing the words extreme ownership. What that basically means is I don't care what happens, we know it's losing. So everything we do, you own it, go forward from there. The video that we sent out, hopefully everybody saw the YouTube video we sent out earlier this morning, or last night, whatever it was. But just to give you an example of the type of people that this school is producing, is every single player I contacted, I'll say, hey, can you shoot a quick video for the seniors? Let them have some dialogue. What are we going through? What's the season like? What are the rules? Every single guy, literally within one day, shot the video. I just said to him, I said, say whatever you want to say. To give you a funny couple stories, Peter Fosnap was in there. He's one of my first point guards. Peter finished his season with a broken, basically fractured his face 2 days before we started the playoffs. Put a mask on, went out and played the regional game against Burlington Central. And I remember sitting in the locker room across from him. We had just lost by whatever, so I don't want to see it. He had 6 offensive rebounds, I think he was 5-4, maybe, all right? But he's the same guy I coach right away, whatever the boys need, whatever the guys need, I'll be there, whatever they need. Probably every single one of the guys that went to college, past college, and said every single one of those guys had contact with me, anything you need help going forward in the future. John Burke, funny story about John Burke, Division I goalie. He was my first center. First game of the season, all he tried to do was hammer people on layups. Dennis Rodman Jr. Gets a second foul, literally in a minute and a half, first quarter. I turned around to sub him out. Coach Carroll said, John just got a technical. I turned around, the ball's in flight, going across the gym with his head. After that, 3 fouls. My first game in school, basically, the technical guy. So I never thought the last time I heard about it, I'm going to get a game but every one of those guys,
Hi, everybody. We appreciate you watching today's broadcast. That pretty much does it for the senior night festivities. And, you know, Josh, it's great that they do these. I just wish there were more people in the crowd that could actually watch in person. We appreciate you watching online, but I kind of wish there were more people in the stands watching it, but COVID is no joke, and we couldn't even have a varsity versus varsity game because of the virus.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. I remember my senior day in high school. It was a nice celebration. My parents were out there, friends, family, and just you really feel the support from the other parents, the other kids on the team. But it's still so great to hear the nice words that these Spartans had for their 6 graduating seniors, and put a nice cap on a good win. They played a very hungry JV team from Wheaton Academy, and they certainly did not play to the level that we expected. I mean, I know you see a varsity versus JV matchup, you think it's going to be a dominant show, and it was a blowout from St. Francis, but you got to give a lot of credit to the Warriors. They certainly played up to their mascot tonight.
Absolutely. Wheaton Academy, they did not slow it down at all in terms of the pace. They attacked, they shot threes. It's just they didn't attack the paint, and they also didn't have the players they want to attack Yaruso, to attack Locasio, but you know what? Too bad, so sad. You have to find a way to get it inside, and they just were afraid, it seemed like, at times, to attack the paint. I get it that there was a height disadvantage, but when you don't attack the paint, you're not going to win against a more talented team, as that's what we saw tonight with St. Francis, especially when they put Miller and Yaruso on the floor.
Yeah, not much more you can say to that, Kyle. I mean, when the threes were falling for Wheaton, they were falling, but when they had to get into the paint, the size and the experience and the talent from St. Francis stepped up and stopped them in their tracks. It was just a solid all-around game from the Spartans, and a great way to close things out at the Spyglass Center this season.
Yeah, just to continue on with that, you always think of those great Warriors teams, right? And Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry, a little bit of Harrison Barnes, although he started to struggle towards the end of those NBA Finals against the Cavaliers. But what really made those teams was Andrew Bogut, dominating the paint, keeping the defense in check, and creating open threes. When you don't have that center presence, you can just cheat up on the perimeter, play zone defense, which we saw 2-1-2 a little bit from St. Francis, and it just wasn't enough. Unless you have a marksman from 3 that can shoot either wide open or contested, the JV team for Wheaton Academy does not have that when they play against a varsity team like St. Francis.
Yeah, it's hard in general to find that at a high school level, but you got to give St. Francis a lot of credit too. They knew what they did well, and they read from early on. They saw the threes from Wheaton keep on falling, so okay, they push out on the perimeter. They force them to come inside and use the size to their advantage, because they might not have known they were playing this JV team until earlier this morning, and might not have had enough time in practice to prepare for them. The one thing that you can see is a height advantage that St. Francis had. They knew that, and they played to it as much as they possibly could.
Absolutely. You saw that St. Francis wasn't knocking down those threes. That wasn't their strength tonight, and it really hasn't been their strength unless Yaruso's shooting them. So they went to what's their strength: attacking the basket, getting Miller in transition, getting it to Yaruso in transition, and see if Locasio can knock down some shots. He did. It was a St. Francis win, but like you said, Josh, all the credit in the world to the Wheaton Academy JV team, but it would have needed almost a Herculean effort to defeat St. Francis tonight, and we just didn't see that from one player, including DeHaan from Wheaton Academy tonight.
Yeah, but I mean, you saw DeHaan had a good game. You had a strong performance from Wade Davis, the only player with varsity experience, and Sam Dykema. He's a guy that I'm going to watch out for the more I see this Wheaton Academy team. Very aggressive. He really seemed to be the only guy doing a lot of creating off the dribble. He forced some of the Spartan players to commit to him when he was driving inside, and that set up some of those open threes on the outside. So a lot of talent on this Wheaton Academy team. I'm very excited for next year, if we can get this game again, to see each team's going toe-to-toe at full strength. It would be an absolute battle.
It would be awesome. So, Albatross, we appreciate you sponsoring this broadcast. Maybe we'll get one more shot in 2022 of the Wheaton Academy St. Francis rivalry. But the good news is, Josh, there's a lot more sports between these two schools, baseball, softball. But the basketball rivalry wasn't what we thought it would be with the COVID happening to Wheaton Academy. But it was a good game nonetheless. So final score, once again, 53-42 in favor of the Spartans. So for Nick Kananako on videography, Josh Sperber on color commentary, and Bob Bilsaway in the studio watching today's broadcast, I'm Kyle Smith signing off 53-42, and have a great